Hello, my name is Dave Ferrulo, and I welcome you to New Hampshire Alive. My mission is to spotlight the amazing people, places, and businesses that make New Hampshire such a spectacular place to live in and visit. Fun and adventure is my main goal as I seek out and explore all this great state has to offer. So please, sit back and enjoy the show. And if you want to come along sometime, I invite you to join me on our next exciting New Hampshire Alive adventure. Hi, my name's Dave Ferrulo, and welcome to another edition of New Hampshire Alive. I'm standing here on a balmy day in August in North Woodstock, New Hampshire, and I'm at the Lost River Gorge and Boulder Caves. I've never been here today, so I'm sure it's going to be a grand adventure. So why don't we go on in and see what this place is all about, and join me on another New Hampshire Live adventure. If you have the day to spend here, you can hike the Kingsman Notch or the Dilly Cliffs Trail. But please, make sure you're wearing appropriate footwear, as the terrain can be very rugged. We are now heading down the path towards the gift shop, as you can see the sign right behind me, and we'll be starting our tour shortly. In 1852, two brothers, Royal and Lyman Jackman, discovered the now called Lost River Gorge while fishing the area. After half a lifetime of exploring the area, Royal Jackman led the first guided trek to the River Gorge in 1893. Back then, it included a 4-mile hike from North Woodstock. This is a slight adaptation of a famous Thoreau quote dated June 22, 1853. The quote is used as a slogan for the Society for the Protection of New Hampshire Forests, which upkeeps this National Forest Visitor Center at the entrance to the Lost River Gorge. The rain has finally subsided, and we made our way up the small path, and we were welcomed by this large granite boulder that says, "Welcome to Lost River." Between where I stand and this mountainside in the distance lies the Lost River Gorge. Well, this is America, and it just wouldn't feel right if there weren't a bustling gift shop selling a plethora of trinkets and such for wide-eyed, frenzied vacationers to take home with them. Nothing like a sign like this to instill enthusiasm and confidence just before we start. Note the "sorry no refunds" part. Okay, let's get this journey started. This place is definitely pretty cool. There's hundreds and hundreds of steps. Well, I don't know if it's hundreds and hundreds, but there seems to be hundreds of steps descending down into this gorge. Oh, there we go. I'm seeing the end of this right now. As you can see behind me, as I continue to go down further and further and further, it is actually getting a little bit chillier as we go down into this. So I think we're getting closer to some water. So let's see what we have up ahead here. The Lost River is located in Kingsman Notch up in North Woodstock, New Hampshire, off of I-93. It's not only a very beautiful and spectacular nature hike, it's also very educational. These informative plaques are located all along the trail edges. Smaller runoff streams like this one were plentiful all along the way. The topography of this region is absolutely amazing. The camera doesn't do it any justice. You have to find the time to make the trip up here and check this place out for yourself. It'll blow you away, seriously. Well, there's many interesting things to see here, and one of them are these naturally occurring caves. We're going to go through one right now. Now this is pretty cool. I'm standing inside a giant natural rock cavern. And if you can look around what I'm seeing right now, this would be a great place to hang out and hide and retreat if you were an early American settler, or perhaps an Indian living a long time ago. Very cool place. You guys have to come and check this out yourself. Now that was pretty cool. Let's see if there's more like that. Right up ahead of me, I think I hear our first waterfall. Well, it says this cave is only for the agile. Everyone's seen what I look like. I'm not quite sure I'm agile, but I'm going to give it a whirl anyway. That opening looks pretty darn small. I don't even know if you can see me here, but this cave is pitch black, and I'm pretty much crawling on my hands and knees to get up out of it. I'm going to turn the camera around, and maybe you can see something. That was a tight squeeze, but definitely worth the trip. Woo! Well, this is sure one of the most spectacular New Hampshire alives that I've been able to film here in Kingsman Notch at the Lost River. I hope that someday you have the chance to get up here yourself and see this place firsthand. You definitely will not be disappointed. It's a trip worth making. Come on, what are you waiting for? Here I go, entering another one of these long caves. At least this one has some light in it. I think it's so dark in here my camera can't even focus. There it goes. It is pitch black in this place. If you listen closely, you can hear the water rushing underneath my feet. You know it's pretty bad when you come out of the Cave of Silence and there's a backpack standing here that says first aid. Yeah, and I am standing in yet another natural rock, what looks to be like an amphitheater. It's a curved boulder that goes all the way around me, all the way up about 50 feet. This place is awesome. This water actually looks like it's bubbling up from an underground source where the river actually comes back up through the rocks and forms this cave. I don't know if you can see this, but this is sweat on my face. But it is so cool from the mountain stream coming up that is creating a cool enough air so that you can actually see my breath. Pretty cool, huh? I'd say so. Now that one was probably the coolest yet. I had to crawl on my hands and knees all the way through in the pitch black. Well, I'm about on the last legs of my little expedition here. Let me tell you, this place was absolutely worth the trip. Although this is a pretty noisy place, it's actually pretty peaceful. And the rain, fortunately, has stopped. I am sweating. I gotta take off this raincoat. I'm gonna sit here, just relax for a couple of minutes. I'm sure if you could see this view behind me, live in person, it would take your breath away. Well, I thank you for joining us today on New Hampshire Alive. That concludes our daily adventure. Please check out our website at newhampshirealive.com, and I hope to see you next time.